Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. So I have an important topic to speak about here. Isn't River Yamuna, isn't she just beautiful? You know, so balanced, so spiritually advanced. You know, and a lot of the devotees are. Anyway, I just really excited to talk about this. I just can't wait to get to it. So let me get my microphone. Yeah. So, I mean, Krishna is showing me some amazing things. It's just like, wow. And it's really kind of simple, too. You know, really simple, but really profound. And it's just to add to what River's talking about. So let's use her as an example. I like to use her. We have so many great examples here. And show you the pattern, how Krishna is working. I mean, he just showed me this today. This is a revelation hot off the press, you know, of Goloka. We had so many today and every day practically, but this is really important. Okay, so what's going on here in Krishna consciousness? What's really kind of happening here? Oh, yeah, this is on here. Okay, so we have Prabhupada. He came and started to bring people closer to Krishna. You know, he got people to start cultivating knowledge of Krishna. He wrote these wonderful books, built temples, get people on the level of ritualistic worship, and bring them closer to Krishna. Okay, and so what are we doing here? Yeah, exactly. So what are we doing here now at this with our preaching? We're bringing people closer to Krishna. See? So the Vaidhi Bhaktas are brought closer to Krishna. And our work is awakening that spirit of devotion, just like Lord Chaitanya did with his devotees and created taught about the parampara system, taught about the importance of bona fide spiritual master. So I've been teaching about this. People have accepted me as their guru, okay, and have had the awakening of devotion beginning to awaken in their hearts because of their faith in this process, hearing long enough to where one is becoming convinced and purified, and now people are seeing the glories of the truth of what it is to accept a bona fide spiritual master. It really works. You feel Krishna awakened in your heart. By the mercy of Krishna, you get a bona fide guru, and by the mercy of guru, you get Krishna. I mean, you really get Krishna. You get realization of Krishna. Okay? So this is, where is it all going? Where is it going? Where is it going to go from here? Well, you notice we have some devotees at the stage. Again, we'll use River as a reference, and also Lalita as a reference too. Okay? So River and Lalita have gotten, by the mercy of Guru, you can see they both have faith in Krishna and Guru, and by that mercy they have ecstatic devotion. Wonderful! This is amazing. They're saved. See, they're saved, but they're not perfected yet. We're not perfected yet. See? We're saved, but not perfected. Really? Isn't it all about just having a bona fide spiritual master? Yeah, and having devotion awaken in the heart. Well, that's a very important part of it, and probably the most important part of it. But is it stopping there? Well, let's take River for example, and also Lalita. They have both devotion awakened and growing in their hearts. Okay? So now, what's the next stage? And what have they been working on? What are they trying to break through? Even though they had this taste and devotion going in them, where is it all going? Okay? So you notice for a while they had the awakening, and then there's this stuff comes out. This stuff, it's like darkness, the darkness of the old self, the old story comes up. Okay? And what is it? It causes some kind of block. And what is it actually blocking? Okay? You got devotion, the Lita, we could see, a lot of devotion, everything, but this stuff was coming up, and it was doing some kind of blocking thing. And also with rivers, you come to the point last 3 weeks or something, this stuff was really coming, it was blocking something. Okay? All of a sudden, it's spitting out, she calls it spitting out this stuff. What was happening? Spitting out, and it kind of causes a little disharmony in relationships for a while. People think, oh, do I want to be around this? And all of this stuff, Now it's kind of gone. Lalita, it's kind of broken through, and River's broken through. Where did they break through to? Oh, it's not just all about Guru Day. It's not just all about Krishna. It's about devotee relationships with the other Vaishnavas too. And we were blocked because of this stuff, man. This old story was in the way of this new relationships. Yeah. So, see, and if you think that devotion, just by the awakening of faith in Guru and devotion to Krishna, you've perfected your Krishna consciousness, you're wrong. You're not clear. So here we're getting clear now. Okay? So, no, it's about coming to the point of faith in Guru and Krishna and the awakening devotion. Okay? And then it's about clearing out the stuff so that we can act like devotees in our relationships, just like people do in their families in this world. See, this is what Jesus meant. He says, what you bind on earth, you bind in spirit. Because if you just come to the point, say, let's use Johan. He just comes to the point, he has faith in Guru. See, he's talking about Guru Day. Guru Day is very important, right? Yeah, it is. Very important. Very necessary. But if he just stops there, and he's not, he's here now, and we're, just using him as an example, and River, and everybody. You're all Bhagavatam examples now. Thank you very much for your service. Okay? And everybody else should thank them also. Okay? So say, using Johan, say he just got faith in Guru, and he's ecstatic, and he sits in his little cave. See? Is that where it's going to go? No. Now, his devotional service still isn't quite perfected, because if he just stops there, or anybody else here, and that has happened, people, they get something, they want to go off into a cave and just be by themselves, and Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. See, and let everybody else, well, we don't need that, I got Guru Dev, I got Krishna, that's all I need. Oh no, not yet, you're not perfected. Because if you've got to that stage, very good. Okay? But in your next life, what are you going to get? You're going to get association of devotees, man. So you're going to be with people, and you're going to be interacting with them. So here is an opportunity. You can stop. Everybody can, hey man, you got devotion to Krishna. You got faith in Guru. You want to stop? No problem. Go ahead. Yeah. But, in your next life, it's got to be perfected. You'll come back, because that ain't enough, man. That ain't enough for you to go to the spiritual world. You got to learn how to relate, and that begins here. Yeah? So while we're here, if you got devotion to Guru and Krishna awakened, all right, let's work on the next stage, and that's this. This is whatever's in the way, all the false ego, subtle false ego, whatever's in the way of us being loving relationships, not only with Krishna, but with our brothers and sisters. So that's the phase. That's what we've entered into. So people will be more or less, in that phase. And I say less. If they're less, then you'll be inspired by those who are more into it. Why not take advantage? Learn how to get involved into this. So then we can perfect our Krishna consciousness here. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait another birth. You're going to come back and you're going to perfect. It's not you don't go to the spiritual world and don't have relations. It's just you and Guru and Krishna. No. It's about a family, man. See? And I'll tell you, it gets really juicy. Okay? So, Guru Maharaj, how does this tie into introversion and extroversion? I'm introverted and I would like to keep things to myself. Okay? Would that be a block as long as you'd share it with Guru in some, not necessarily, not necessarily confidence, because they did that with Lord Chaitanya. Yeah, they did that with Lord Chaitanya. But it may, in spontaneous devotional service, you don't know. Devotees might blurt something out. What are you going to do? You know? In confidence, what do you want to hide? You know, what can we hide? A lot of times, you know. But there could be stuff said in confidence, yeah, and it may be kept. I don't know, you know. I know myself. I can't always, everything is fine. I can't say I promise I'm going to do this or not do this. I don't know. And I tell you, I don't know. You know, so, you don't want me to know something? Yeah, keep it to yourself. Yeah. I mean, you don't want others. I probably won't say anything, but maybe I will. I don't know. It's hard. You know, what is spontaneous devotion? Or what action? Spontaneous. You're just acting by Krishna's will. You know, literally. So otherwise it becomes a control thing. You know, it's like, well, you said you wouldn't do this, and that's my control. Is it's like a little child. They say, you see, you promised. You know, and so So anyway, that's how I see that. But anyway, I'm really excited about the main thing here. Is where we're going and how far we've gone already. Now we're actually working on the family relations now, and that takes more. That's the part of the purification. See? This stuff has to come out to the old self, you know, where you get triggered by the past and everything. So this is just another level of development in relationship. And like even Jesus, it's so funny, he talked about these things. He said, people will know you're my disciples by how much you love each other. See, if we have these things, well, you know, what this person did, or these people over there, you know, these people over there kind of mood. This is all mundane, old story stuff. You know? So by interacting with the devotees, that'll get purified. You notice, Lord Chaitanya, he didn't come alone, did he? He came with devotees, and they interacted. And not all the devotees were like 10% pure. Many, or maybe most weren't. And they got purified in these interactions with Lord Chaitanya, which you actually get by Guru's grace. They bring the Lord there, and you get Guru, and then you also get devotee relations. And it's just like Vallabha, he had some subtle false ego. Good. Yeah. Yeah. So the I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know, just went out of my mind. Yeah, but anyway, that's the direction we're going. And so now we have the opportunity to perfect not only love of Krishna and love of Guru, devotion to Krishna, but also loving relations with our brothers and sisters, starting with this Sangha, okay? And then we'll just naturally reach out to others. Well, to be honest with you, I don't know if your other guru if he just doesn't confirm anything more. You know, what if he says, "Oh, it's not going to happen"? Who are you going to believe? Yeah. Are you confirming what I'm saying with this other guru? I mean, if you can play that, Krishna will cheat you sometime. You will be cheated. See? Because you need one guru, and the Shastras, and other Vaishnavas here. Okay? Because if this other guru, I know you have great respect for him and everything, if he decides to just change his mind and then go, say something different or against what I'm saying, where are you going to be, man? You're going to be one big confused guy. Okay? So I told you, all you need is Krishna has led you here. Okay? He led you here. You have guru, you have the Shastras, and you have sadhus. Okay? Sadhus confirm. But if you think that person is your guru, and he goes against what I'm saying, at some point you're going to be one confused guy. I mean, even like what you're saying to me, this is it's like prostitute mentality. It's like, oh, my other consumed, I will be an ecstatic devotee. It's like, oh, really? You're thinking about him? Yeah? What? You can have shiksha gurus and all of that, but you have one guru that is going to deliver you, and sadhu association. Otherwise, you're going to get confused. There will be maybe a time that person will say something that's different, and then who are you going to believe? What if he didn't confirm that? Really a dangerous place, man. I don't know. God has led you. The Lord has led you with all your association to a guru. You don't see. Does River Yamuna think like that? Does Johan think like that? See? Anyway, the most clear devotees won't be thinking like that. That's double-minded stuff. So anyway, I'm just trying to help you, man. You keep bringing these things up. My other guru. Yeah, your other guru, man. Well, you'll see what I'm talking about. So Freddie says, as long as there is conditioning in the way, loving relationships are hampered. Exactly. And so that's what we're here, that's part of the purification, is the conditioning gets purified. See, it comes up and out, it's driven out of us by sadhu sangha associated with each other. That's why I said, hey, come on over, man, come, it's not just, and you notice, otherwise, you'll just stay at that level. That's your only level that you can preach, is where you're at. If you want to go deeper or further, then come have faith in Guru, faith in Krishna, devotion to Krishna, awaken, and also enter into this relating to the devotees. The Lord has assembled these. Yeah, you're welcome. The Lord has assembled. Has assembled the situation here. You got a family, you got Guru, you got Krishna, you got devotion awakened. I mean, you can get yourself in a pickle, Ivo, and I'm telling you, this is how it happens. It's just very similar to Bali Raj and Vamanadev. See, this is the same kind of thing. He got different advice from his Guru even. There was really, the real guru, it was Vamanadev, was a Shuddha Bhakta. He had Shuddha potency, and his guru was just a good Brahmin. So luckily he went with Shuddha Bhakti, the Shuddha Guru. And the same thing with the wives of the Brahmins. They went to the cowherd boys, and associated with them. See? I mean, if this guru that you're saying that right now is agreeing with you, yeah, I mean, hey man, I don't know him from Adam. I don't know, where is he? Where is this guy? Is he I have no idea. I'm not going to confirm anything in my life by somebody I don't even know. I read some stuff, okay, it's all right, it's something, but I still don't know the person. You know, hey, you're here, you're with a person. Have you ever met that guy? Have you interacted? Do you talk to him, like personally, with a sound vibration, with a voice? I mean, if he's your guru, go to, just be with him. If he's I'm here to deliver my dependents, my disciples. Is he delivering you? You want to go? Is he inviting you into the association? Is he giving you the society of devotees? I think you're getting that here. Isn't that? You're getting everything here. Why do you need anything else over there? That's like a prostitute mentality, man. Isn't it? It's like not appreciating it's all here, man. You don't need anything anywhere else. So, just trying to help you out there, Ivo. Okay. Yeah, well, what if he advises you at some point not to keep following me? What are you going to stop following me? You see the point, is it? Yeah. You're you're giving equal importance to what he says. You're going to get, Krishna will trip you up, man, because of that. You'll stumble. Okay, so anyway, that's the main point. The main point is this, is associating with the devotees here and not to, if there's any resistance into you, take note of that. Okay? So, ooh, what is this? Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. So there you go. Several predictions what didn't happen. So why not just forget about the whole thing? Otherwise, you're going to be, I'm telling you, you'll see, you'll be tripped up from this. One day, you'll be like stumble and you'll be confused. He will not do that. You have no idea. You already heard all these predictions here that didn't come true. See, again, it says whoever you listen to. See, again, you want to do it your own way. And I'm telling you, you're crying. Guru's words are so beautiful. Well, this common sense, man, What else? Okay, so maybe we'll chant a little bit here together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hey, excuse me. What kind of drink comes in that cup? What kind of drink comes in that?
Coffee latte.
Coffee latte. That's good. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. We're getting through this conditioning, which is really nice, and it's getting really sweet. Like last year, we were starting to bond, with the different devotees, and we were doing a lot of bhajan, and still, the conditioning started to come up, and it starts to create all the little disharmony and stuff like that. But we're moving, as a whole, moving through that. Everybody is advancing through that. Our relationships with each other is getting better. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, getting really clear, setting a whole precedent. You know, and that's how this will convince. You talk about preaching. This will convince so many people. They'll say, "Wow, this is really like the divine manifested on this planet. Where do you see such love?" You know, I was reading one of Kakadi's statement. He says, "This is a cold world. There's just no love here." You know. Nitai Prabhu has his reasons. Yeah. Well, I don't care about this Nitai Prabhu, man. If he wants to be part of this, let him be part of this. Otherwise, I don't even want to think about this guy. Especially if his predictions don't come through. And why should he be predicting stuff anyway? What is he, a psychic? Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And if you're crying because of chanting Nitai's name, well, why shouldn't you? You're getting purified here, and now you're chanting Nityananda's name. It's not because of him, it's because of you being here in this Sangha and getting purified, and now you chant the Lord's name and you get ecstasy. So don't be thinking it's because of him. Okay? It's because you're here, the Lord sent you here, you got some faith growing, okay? And we're just cutting out a couple of weeds, you see? And you chant the Lord's name, and then ecstasy, crying comes. That's the real reason, not because he is it. Hey man, the name Nitai is the spiritual name of God. Okay? And when you're purified by association here, which you're getting, then when you chant, you cry, tears come. Not because of that. Don't be bewildered and think it's something else. It's just like, you know, sometimes Sachi goes and she goes and she has kirtan at the Vaidhi Bhakti temple, and she's getting like really ecstatic, and that's because of her association here and getting purified, and then chanting the name of God, then she gets ecstatic. Okay? That's the work of Guru Dev, man. Don't be bewildered. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Who the heck's going to teach you stuff like that? This. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. This mysterious voice, Nitai has his real. Who is this Nitai? Who is this Nitai guy? Who is he? Where is he? He ain't here. He doesn't exist for me. Some voice out there. Nitai has his reasons. You can't control this. I will just follow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Yeah, well, knowledgeable is knowledgeable. Anybody can study the Vedas and be knowledgeable. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. You know, just by the fact somebody says they're Balaram Tattva, you know, what is this, Balaram? Balaram, this, you know, in this age, you know, you found a disciplic line of Lord Chaitanya. Not anybody is part of Balaram Tattva or claims to be like that, then that is something old age, and they're not deep into this like this. And a bunch of knowledge is not enough. I read some of those things. It's just some kind of knowledge, man. Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, 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 Hari Hari, Hari Rama, Hari Rama. See, the false ego is very stubborn. It is stubborn. It's like that's why you got to kick it, man. Sometimes you have to just kick that false ego here, man. Even those devotees who are crying here, they got some of this stubbornness, man. And that's what do you do to an ass? You kick it, man. So don't be surprised if I do a little kick in the air. Sometimes it's necessary. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. See, and proof you can't follow the directions of Guru being in these two places, I just told you. You could give that up, and you can't give it up. So you're following your own idea. See, you can't abandon your conception. So that's just where things are. Okay? And that's where it is when you're in a place like that. You're going to do that way. Even though I say I advise, you don't need it. You don't have to do it if you have full faith here. Okay? Because in the long run, it's going to bite you in the back. It's already biting you. It's already biting you at the heels, man. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. All right, so we'll read something here. Caitanya-caritāmṛta. Just a little bit of Bhagavad-Gita here since I have it up here.
Yeah. We finished?
See, we're on this Chaitanya tree. We're not on this Balaram thing, Balaram Tattva and all that stuff. We're on this Chaitanya tree. This is what we're doing here. You know? This is Lord Chaitanya. You hear me say, I wouldn't even say we're on the Radha and Krishna tree. No, we're on the Lord Chaitanya tree. We're using His mercy. By His mercy, we're getting this relationship with Radha and Krishna and Balaram and everything. Just that word coming out of the mouth. And it's not enough just to be very knowledgeable. You know what you need? We need something else, man. Have you seen, it's like here, like Bhagavad-Gita. To those who are constantly devoted, say, the thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss by always enlightening one another and conversing about me. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give them the understanding which they can come to me. So it's not about just knowledge, man. You need specialized knowledge. Otherwise, it's not enough to study the Vedas or to be knowledgeable per se. You actually have to be worshiping the Lord with unalloyed love, and then you get specialized knowledge to deliver people. You know the right understanding. Man. You have the right understanding. Precise, man. Like doing brain surgery. You know what it is to teach by the Lord's special mercy. You know the real path, the one that goes directly into the kingdom. Okay? You want Radha and Krishna? That's what Lord Chaitanya came to teach, how to attain Radha and Krishna. We attain it through faith in his real devotees. And not faith in, I don't care, he's knowledgeable in this, but if he's Balaram Tattva, or that's what he's talking about, he's not knowledgeable enough. That ain't knowledgeable enough. That ain't the thing to preach in Kali Yuga, man. You're preaching something else, you're going to get something else. You want Lord Chaitanya, then you're going to get Lord Chaitanya, and that means you're going to get Radha and Krishna. Otherwise, you won't really get Radha and Krishna. You won't really get Balaram if you're teaching Balaram Tattva something. You don't believe it? Go follow that, man. See if he'll take you on. See, go visit him, man. You ask him if he'll ask you if he's such an important thing to you. He's your other guru. Well, you go in, you ask him for some shelter, man. You ask to talk to him personally, like you get every day here. You're slapping Krishna in the face by acting like that. So, hey, man, why don't you go fully over there? If you can't go fully here, go fully over there. That's the real path. I don't like I don't like that thing. Oh, 1 foot over there and 1 foot. You want to be in Balaram Tattva, go in Balaram Tattva. You want to be in this path that I teach, then be here fully. Yeah. Why do you think you go back and forth? That's because you're doing it back and forth, back and forth. One day you want to give a donation, the next day you retract the donation. One day you give, the next day you retract. You want to spend your whole life to that, or you want to be finished with that? Well, throw that Balaram Tattva out the window and stay here fully, and then you'll be one-pointed and you will be really ecstatic. Otherwise, you want to flip-flop you spend the rest of your time here on this planet flip-flopping around. Well, keep holding on to this Balaram Tattva bullshit. Just hold on to that crap. He's not preaching what's to be preached here in Kali Yuga. You found this very rare path, man. You want Balaram Tattva? Go over there and you'll get diddly squat. Is he going to invite you over? Is he going to see you? Is he going to do anything but a little blah, blah, blah? And you have faith in him like you have here? Here I'm spending all this time with you, talking to you, every day, giving the association of devotees. Krishna's just blessing you, and you have the audacity to throw this Balaram bullshit tattva here. It's garbage, man. Plain garbage. It's like kicking Krishna in the ass. Here he's giving you everything. This is all, you don't need any of that there. And that's why you are like you are, flip-flopping back and forth. You want to end this life in glory? Well, start to listen to what I'm saying. And just let that stuff go. Abandon that opinion. Abandon your opinion about it. And I guarantee you'll be 100 times more happy. You're 100 times more fixed, 100 times more ecstatic than you are now. Balaram Tattva. Balaram. Are we here? Did Lord Chaitanya? They had no other gods or goddesses there. They worshiped Lord Chaitanya. Do you hear anything talk about Lord Chaitanya from this Nitai guy? And the point is he taking care of you, or are we taking care of you here? Oh, bullshit, man. Several I don't care. I don't care about that. And just by fact you want to hear, you want all that woo-woo and poo-poo. That's what it does, is what's doing to him. You want that, you want to be like that, or you want to be fixed in devotion. And you want to get Radha and Krishna. You want to get Lord Chaitanya. You want to believe in all these woo-woos and mystical potencies and many different dimensions and all of that stuff. Well, hey man, have fun out there. Okay, I'm going to take a break and wait for the other devotees to come here, and then we'll probably broadcast again. I'll take a little break for a little bit. Haribol.